girl, bitch, as you can see, it's fucking 4:30 in the morning. A bitch is tired. It's Saturday morning, bright and fucking early, May 17th. Lord Jesus. We have a client. She's getting Hollywood glam waves for her sunrise wedding. Okay. It's gonna be a long ass day. I have another client after this at 7 a.m. in Mount Pleasant. So this will be 2 travel clients today. And then after that, I have to curl this wig for a client that's coming to pick it up at 10 o'clock at the Wake Hub. And I have to stay to the Wake Hub until about 3 o'clock. So today's gonna be a busy fucking day. Tired as hell. I'll see y'all shortly. Alright y'all, so first client is over. I really didn't get any footage because we was running late and I didn't want to pull the camera out in front of her because we was already fucking late. So yeah, we got her down. She did some Hollywood waves. It actually came out really, really cute. Now we are just sitting outside waiting on Barbie. And then we'll be heading to our next client and then we're gonna go to the wig hub.
I can't figure it out. There's something about her. Ooh, it's something about kind of woman that wants you but don't need you. Hey, I can't figure it out. There's something about her. 'Cause she walk like a boss, talk like a boss, manicure and nails, just let the pedicure off. She's fly effortlessly. And she move like a boss, do what a boss do. She got me thinking about getting it all. That's the kind of girl I need. She got her own thing. That's why I love her. It's independent. Won't you come?
I do have one friend who wants me to start working on some stuff in her house. So I'm hoping I can go ahead and film that and post it and all that sort of stuff.
That's good too, because then you can start doing working with realtors.
Yeah. Well, see, that's my, okay, so like initial plan, just do like individual room rates. Long-term plan, starting in January of next year, I have a whole home revival program that I'm gonna launch, which is we come in the first quarter of the year, redo your entire house for you, and then we come back each quarter and refresh it for you. And then you can keep us on retainer every subsequent year. But my hope is to long-term have realtor referrals. I did a stint as a realtor and hated it, but I do have realtor friends who I could, you know, connect them with. And then a lot of people mentioned that I should look into staging for that.
Yes, it's very popular.
So I might do that as a branch at some
very,
point.
very popular.
But, and then I'd like to be able to offer, you know, if people are moving, to be able to set up their home for them. You know, pack them up and move them and get them set up on the other end.
Oh, you're gonna do so good.
We hope so. This is all like long-term stuff, but gotta start working toward it.
That's the one good thing I could say about like living in Charleston. Like what you're wanting to do is like it's like lucrative. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone needs
Bougie
something.
life.
Yeah. You definitely can. Anything that's gonna have your neck out, like really not neck.
Oh yeah,
out,
no, I've got like all the
chest line.
Yeah.
Do you mind kind of opening
Totally
your
fine.
shirt?
Should I change my shirt? Do you think? Would that be
Do you have
helpful?
something more?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let me go
Yeah.
do that for you real quick. What was most helpful to y'all when y'all started out with your businesses as far as getting going?
Honestly, looking back now, I don't know. I guess it's not to like toot my own horn. I guess because I'm super social.
Sure.
But I feel like you have that characteristic trait too. I feel like being very, I'm like, when I say old school, I feel like I like the I like the face-to-face interactions.
Yeah.
Social media is just like a bonus.
Sure.
But I would say like just like that in-person engaging and being social and not being scared to like put yourself out there. That's like to me what's helped build me like the most.
Sure.
Up front.
That makes sense.
Logos and all the things, and I mean you're gonna be great at what you do, but I feel like just bring your personality and your vibe.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that works for me.
That makes sense. About about that?
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, you just gotta.
When I literally first, like, also was my first job,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like color match, and they'd be like, "Oh no, you can't match me." Like, I got so denied so many times. And then one day I was like, you know what? I told this lady, I was like, I can do it better than you, and she actually sat down. And that was like, it boosted my confidence to like get people in the chair. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna flip the narrative.
I love it.
I was like, girl, no, you need me.
That's fantastic. I think that's the biggest thing for me right now, because I did, like I said, I was a realtor for like a year, and I could just not figure it out. Like, I was so in my head about it and felt so awkward about it.
Yeah.
It just did not work. But with this, I'm realizing if you think you actually have something of value to provide somebody, you're like, I'm actually helping you.
Yeah.
And my business coach did talk all about like asking questions in a way that makes them, it's kind of evaluate their commitment, but they're like,
Yeah.
do you think that I'm the person that can help you? And phrase it that way. And I don't know. I think when I come from it from that angle of, I know I'm really good at what I do, so it's just up to you whether or not you want me to work on it. Then that kind of helps not be as desperate about it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm very like a energetic like kind of person, and I feel vibes, and I feel like with you give me a comfort kind of like I can like you have good energy.
Oh, thank you.
So I feel like your clients will feel like, okay, like
I can sit down.
I can like actually like
I can
you don't have to be
rest.
like on edge, you know?
That's really funny. I actually was hanging out with a friend the other day. It was the first time we'd really sat down to get coffee together, and she just started telling me like her life story and like all of her trauma and stuff. And she's like, "You would be a really good counselor, you know, right?"
I was gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought about it, but it's actually really funny because I have been thinking, you know, like content posting and stuff. I said, you know, I think people really should know something about counseling when they get into home organizing, because so much of like the decluttering process is forcing you to evaluate some of the choices you've made and why you're holding on to things that might not be helping you.
Yeah.
And so I do think it ties in well together as far as like
Mental health, it definitely does.
where do you want to set your trajectory, and how is your home going to set you up for that? And what things are you willing to let go of to like make that happen?
Yeah.
So.
I feel like that'll be good to tap in for your YouTube, because
Sure.
it'll give like, or even like what like your TikTok, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that right there will be like a good niche to like, is it'll get somebody like, oh, you know what? I just had a baby, and then you have a 1-year-old. So it's like you're so relatable to so many moms and stuff. So I feel like it's like, what? You can do that, and you have 3 kids?
Right.
You know, like that's kind of like, I feel like that vibe alone is just gonna be like, oh, she's so relatable, and then you're so down to earth, and like, yeah,
Well, thanks.
you're gonna do so good.
Well, thank you. I'm a big proponent in like still having the things that you love, even though you have kiddos. Like use the nice stuff, pick up the breaks. Okay, that's fine. Enjoy it while you got it.
Yep. I miss, like, I remember when my apartment's like, you know, pre-baby and like just like all that, like you know, having perfect like mirrored furniture, white.
Your house used to be so cute.
Girl, now it looks like a jungle gym.
Aww.
It's like, what happened?
Aww. You should start bringing a few fun things
Well,
back
he's
for
8
yourself.
now, so I can actually start like putting it back.
You gotta go back to your white couch
Yes.
phase.
Like fluffy and gold.
I can totally see you having that. You got that fashionista vibe. Okay, if I'm taking my Invisalign out, should I go ahead and do that now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, y'all. So now we are finally leaving Mount Pleasant. We're going back to North Charleston. Then we gotta go to Somerville. I need to stop by my house and grab some shit. It's a cute guy in his car next to me, y'all. He looking at me, and I'm looking at him. So anyway, yeah, we are about to go ahead to the wake up, y'all. I'm tired as hell, but I do know I have at least one more install for today. I actually have to go pick her wig up and wash it because I forgot to do that last night. So that's what we about to do, but I'm sure she's not coming anytime soon. So we'll be good. Wash her, put her in the dryer, or whatever. But yeah, that's what we're doing now. So my last client actually loved her. She's starting a new organization, like a home organization business. So, you know, we were just like talking about, like, she was asking us what are things, like, as a business owner, what are some things that you know, helped us when we first started out or whatever. And honestly, like, I feel like I didn't get my part on camera, but one of the things that I feel like definitely helped me coming out is definitely staying consistent with my craft. Like, staying on top of things, staying consistent even when the season is slow. I'm still going to school, still taking classes, still learning new things, still adding new services and products or whatever. Just always be consistent, always try to stay up with the times, try to just try to stay in everyone's face, basically. Like, you know, there's gonna be times where you get like discouraged, you want to quit and find a job, but it's like there's a reason why you started. So just give it your all and everything else will fall in place. But you definitely have to stay consistent, like definitely staying consistent and stay doing everything that makes sense. Like, I've had a lot of friends who started out doing hair with me, and it's like they're probably even more talented than me with doing hair, but I feel like because I'm licensed and because I took the time to like take extra classes and like perfect my craft and get the education and the knowledge behind what I'm doing, now I'm able to get more bookings and be in different spaces that I wasn't in before. Like, a lot of people aren't working with unlicensed cosmetologists, like, especially in this day and age, because people are really trying to be about their business and do things the right way. Like, the whole kitchen beautician thing is kind of like out the window. Like, these women want nice luxury services, they want to come to a nice luxury salon and they want to feel beautiful. They don't want to be sitting in your house getting their hair done. You know, they want to make it something. They want to make it a thing. Like, you can go to anybody's house and get your hair done, but when you set up an experience for your client, then that's when I feel like you can start building your audience and getting more clients and like building actual like relationships. Not to say you can't build a relationship in your house, but you know, more solid relationships, solid customers, and a solid foundation. I just prefer you to be licensed. You know, I prefer you to be licensed in your specific field. Like, if you, for instance, I want to do lashes, but I refuse to take a lash class from somebody, and I don't even want to do lashes, I just made that example. But if I were to do lashes, I wouldn't take a lash class from somebody who doesn't have their esthetician license. Like, you can't teach me nothing because you don't even know the basics about sanitation. And playing with people's eyes is a very sensitive thing. And if you haven't taken no type of sanitation class or no sanitation course, then boo, I cannot trust you to do nothing on my eyes. You know, so it's just certain things like that that customers look for as far as like your profession. They want to know that you are well educated in what you're doing. And I just feel like taking the time out to do those things definitely helps in your business. Like, I wouldn't be able to work in the salon that I'm working at right now if I didn't have my license. There's been a lot of girls who's come in there and, you know, we've been helping them out. We've been giving them classes, teaching them new styles, all type of things, but they just don't want to get their license. And it's like, you got to work with me to work with you. I can't just be around here giving you stuff if you're not willing to like work on it yourself. So, you know, that's just one thing I would say about starting up your new business is staying consistent and doing all the right things you need to get yourself to the top. Don't try to take any shortcuts because you're gonna have to go back later and do those things. So you might as well get it done, get it out the way. Don't worry about support from your friends, your family, because those are going to be the last people that's going to support you. Focus on building a network, building an audience, building a group, building a supportive group of people around you, customers and not customers, even if they're just other business owners who are maybe in the same industry or in the same field, or even just have another business, like literally just a business owner. They don't have to be in the same field as you, but business owner friends, people who understand you, people who understand the business, because definitely running a business is a lifestyle. And I'm starting to realize that, I guess, like the older I go and the more deep I get into my business and like my personal life, like I definitely feel like I have a lot of friends who work 9 to 5s, and they don't really understand like my entrepreneurship or my business owner struggles. So it's good to have like friends around you or people around you who can understand the things that you're going through and kind of relate to you, kind of help you navigate, or y'all can help each other, or just, you know, bounce ideas off of each other, things like that. You definitely need like-minded people around you because it will get very overwhelming, and there's going to be a million things running through your head. You're going to feel like you're going fucking nuts. You're going to feel like you're going crazy. But I would just say keep those people around you. Just stay positive. Keep pouring positive things into your body, into your mind, into your conversations. Speak positivity over yourself. Speak positivity over your business. And the biggest thing is giving it to God. Give everything to God. You are not in control. God is in control. So once you realize that you're not in control and you just give everything to God, I promise you everything will fall into place. He will make sure that everything you need will be provided. But you have to have faith and you have to give it to Him and trust Him that He's going to lead you in the right way. So those are all the things that I told her that kind of just helped me throughout, not even starting my business, but throughout my whole business journey. There's things that I learned throughout the journey that I wish I knew sooner, and those are kind of the things that I wish I knew sooner, like giving your business to God, not trying to take everything on as yourself or feeling like you got to do everything. No, girl, give it to God. Of course, you're gonna have to do the work, but He's gonna definitely lead you. He's gonna guide you. He's gonna give you all the tools that you need to make sure that you get everything done. So that's my TED Talk for the day. I hope it helps. Love you. See you at the next location.
Spend a little time, she got her own thing. That's why I love her. She's independent, through the way to shine. Missing there's something about kind of woman that can do for herself. I look at her and it makes me proud. There's something about her, something oh so sexy about kind of woman that don't even need my help. She says she got it, no doubt. There's something about her, cause she work like a boss, play like a boss. Car and a crib, she got to pay them both off.
Alright, y'all. So if you know, you know, Burning 99 on Rivers is my absolute favorite hot pot place to go. Well, as of right now, because I haven't really been to too many different hot pot spots, but this is my favorite. So I had to do a little solo date because you can't just go to hot pot with everybody. And girl, these crawfish are alive. So yeah, this is just me, you know, getting my little bowl together. So I did the barbecue and I did the hot pot. And yeah, so this is just me making my bowl or whatever. If you want to do a hot pot date with me, girl, let me know. And then, so the next day, I went to go to the Palm. It's an international store, and they sell all kind of herbs and everything. We're gonna give y'all a little tour, because this store, if you know, you know, they have literally everything. So my grandma, like I told y'all before, she has pneumonia, or she had pneumonia, and you know, she's in a recovery stage right now. So I came to get her some motherly tea, and this is what I actually got. And then I got her some honey also to go with it. So this is just all the teas that they have. Like they literally have a tea for anything that you need. They got it. And then they also have like different like toothpaste and all kind of different herbs and soaps and just everything that you need, all the natural products for your skin, your body, your home. Literally cleaning products, girl, everything you can think of, they have it. Okay. So this is my little go-to spot that I like to go to. House. Let me get the teapot. I hope she got some water in there. My back tea is a mess, but let me get the teapot. We got this tea. We about to go make her some tea. I come to make you some tea.
Tea.
Dope is mullein leaf tea to help with your lungs.
Help with what?
Lungs. It's a lung cleanser.
No.
You don't drink this tea?
I ain't drinking no shit.
Why? I just got it from the store.
I ain't drinking that shit.
Look, it come in a box.
What? I ain't care. I ain't drinking that shit.
Yes, you
I
is.
got all this medicine I'm taking.
That medicine don't help. You need tea.
Waiting on your mom.
Where y'all going?
Go.
See? Look. come in a box. This ain't no dope.
I ain't drinking that.
And it got some Edisto honey. Honey straight from Edisto. Yeah.
Where your dress up going?
Going to work.
Call your mama for me. In the world she live. Gotta have me a cigarette.
You don't need no cigarettes.
You shut up. You smoke all that darn dope pot.
Yeah, my lungs
You
ain't
going to work?
messed up like yours. Yes, I am. Where you at? Your mama will. She's waiting on you. Alright. He said she on the way. So I'm gonna try this because that was not working. So I need to get you a Stanley cup.
Dishwasher.
Don't use allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, and vulnerability to that may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyreach, nothing skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist.
As a gynecologist, I'm embarrassed to say this.
It's sounding nice and soft.
We kind of make people feel bad about body odor that they get on other parts of our body. That's why I created Lumi Whole Body Deodorant for pits, privates, and babies. It's clinically proven to block odor all day, controls odor for 72 hours. So can't do that. Since it's
Honey will definitely help break down all that stuff in there. Said the honey.
to learn more,
Woo!
LumiDeodorant.com.
My heart.
You don't know what to do? You call Shelly Lee.
Call me, Shelly Lee. I'll fight to get you the
I take medication. I can't.
When you're injured,
I don't use.
This is just tea.
I ain't care. I don't mix. No,
You ain't mixing nothing.
I ain't mixing no.
All this is water and leaves and honey. Natural.
Right away. 2, don't say or stop anything without an insurance company. And 3, call us so we can fight for the money you deserve. Most thumbs
It's
up
hot.
sell my car rent case for over $625,000. Have you ever heard of
Put
car
the thing down. I ain't drinking that thing.
Yes, you are.
885-8000. You want bold thinking.
Cool it down a little bit.
You want style that can withstand the hurricane.
Clean up this mess over here.
Nature in while keeping some of the worst
Yeah,
weather.
throw all that
You
shit
want to
away.
raise your comfort level, but lower your energy costs. In other words, you want Pella, the Windows homeowners rate #1 for quality,
You better
innovation,
go on
and
to work if you
craftsmanship.
want.
Call your
You
local
got around me out
today.
here.
I got hurt in a car wreck. I knew who to call. I called Shelly.
Call me, Shelly Lee. I'll fight to give you the most money you deserve.
Do what I did. Call Shelly.
Drink that tea. Good for you.
We're going to take a moment to say hi to our player. Shamika, what's a 9-letter word that describes you best?
It will be
Yeah,
caretaker.
I have been a social worker for 20 years. I am the first in my family to graduate, so that's why I gravitated to
Hello?
social work. I like helping. I just love helping the kids and the caretakers.
You can't. Oh, I need to bring this stuff too. You wanna come inside? Yeah, bye. She said bring her meal. Why you leave this tea?
I ain't drinking that shit.
I grew up in Jamaica, Queens. So he taught me when you go camping, you don't need to make a meal over a fire. You can just go to the pizzeria and get a people here.
Y'all see how she run up that damn door like that just now? That don't make no sense. I didn't come over here and make this tea for her. She don't want to drink it. You know what? Huh? All right, I'm about to leave out here now. put this somewhere where she could see it. Right here. Huh? You want this, honey?
No.
Oh, Lord. She said bring her mail. Well, where's she at? No.
I'm going to the wrong car.
She right there.
Hey, look at it. This is good fruit.
So we're here at the suite. As you can see, I got all this shit, so I'm about to just go ahead and get unpacked or whatever. And yeah, we gonna get to work. So let's see here. So all this hair over here. Well, those are mostly all closures and frontals. So I'm just gonna sew those on the caps today. And I got a few ways to do, so yeah, bitch. Oh gosh, I feel like we are making a few changes at the wake hub. So I'm just talking out while I'm like unpacking and shit. So we are making like a few changes at the wake hub. You know, currently I had someone in here every Saturday doing installs, but now I'm trying to be like more hands-on with my business. So we let her go, and my goal is to work from my suite every day. So since I'm not sharing my suite anymore, then I can actually like spend more time here and try to make my wigs from here instead of from home, because I just feel like I need a more structured schedule. And by me working at home, like I still was getting things done, but there was also, I feel like I was getting things done on the back end, but there was no one like running my business on the front end. So I'm gonna try to do both things at the same time. Like I'm gonna be here making wigs, but if someone wants to come in and purchase a wig or get it installed, then we can do that also. But I just need to be here at the suite and not at home, you know, because I'm even getting to the phase where I don't like telling customers like to pull up at my house. So I'm trying to just do everything from the suite. So now that I got all the caps, I mean all the heads, these are all the caps that we're going to be using. I believe there's a blonde one in here somewhere. I hope so, because I do have a blonde wig that I need to make. Okay, perfect, right here. So these are the caps that I use for the blonde wigs. I don't use black, I use the beige color. But this brand, when you're using a sewing machine, this is the brand that I go to, because they don't seem to stretch when you're making it on the sewing machine. I feel like the other brand, like I tried to use this one, and every time I put it on the sewing machine, it stretches, like the cap stretches, and it makes the wig very bulky. And like, it has like ridges in the wig, and we need straight lines. And it's like, when you're sewing it, it feels like it's going smooth, but then when you take it off and put it on the client's head, it's very bulky. So I do not recommend using these caps or any other caps but these. These are my go-to caps. And they do come in extra large as well, so if you need extra large, get those. Alright, so and the first thing when I'm usually doing, because I like to work in bulk, so today I'm going to try to slow down all the caps. And so the first step we're going to do is we are going to thread all the needles. So we're going to go ahead and thread all the needles first, and then we're going to sew the caps down. And then these are the different sizes that I have. I have a 21, 22, 23, 23 and a half, and a 24. So I only have 5 needles. I usually try to just get all my needles and thread them out. Oh, I got 6 needles. And thread them out so I don't have to like stop and thread as I go. So we get our scissors and our thread. Cut these pieces of string off. And then I got the big thing of thread. I got like 20 of these. I keep losing them and then finding them and then buying more and then losing them and then buying another one. So that's another reason why I'm trying to like. See you later. Yeah, you can. So yeah, that's another reason why I'm trying to like do everything from the suite, because me going back and forth from like home to the suite, and as y'all can see, I already have 5 bags when I came in here, and I'm tired of being a fucking bag, traveling with a bag, misplacing things. I keep on buying new edge controls and glue, not edge control, wax sticks, and wax sticks are not cheap, especially the Kira, that shit is like $20. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep everything at the suite, so it's less mess in my house as well, and it's less confusion, you know. So I'm trying to get everything together, everything organized. I just downloaded the Notion app on my iPad, which I probably need to pull that out and see. But I'm pretty good with so every night I plan my day in my daily planner on my iPad. I got it from House of Planner. They have really good planners, so I just added my Good Notes app or whatever. And so I pretty much plan all of my weeks on Sunday night, and then like if I need to go over anything like the day before, like I'll plan all my days the night before or whatever. So like on Sundays I go ahead and schedule out my week, and then as the week goes along, if anything like adds to my schedule, I'll just add it the night before, so I kind of know like everything I have to do the next morning when I wake up, you know, because I feel like I be having so much shit that I'm trying to do, and then like as far as like my business and my personal life, so I just need to like write it down and put that shit on paper. And as long as I do that, I don't necessarily have to like follow it along throughout the day unless I have like a lot of things going on, or like unless I have like a lot of wig orders. I get very overwhelmed when I have like a lot of orders, or I have like a lot of hair, and it's like I don't really know where to start. So right now I'm actually kind of happy that my lace came first, so I can work on the lace first, and then not like feel too overwhelmed about getting the wigs done. So once the wigs come in, I already have the lace sewn on the I already have the cap sewn on the lace, so that'll be one less thing that I have to do. So literally when the hair comes in, all I have to do is sew it on the cap, and it takes me like 20 minutes to make a wig. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trying to like have designated days for designated things. Monday are going to be sewing days, Tuesdays are going to be construction days, Wednesdays are going to be coloring and styling days, and then Thursdays and Fridays are going to be like content days, installs, because normally my customers, most of my clients get their installs on like Thursday through Friday. So we're getting it together slowly but surely. And we are almost done. We're on the last one. And then after this, I'm just going to go over my wig orders and see the sizes that each customer ordered, so I can go ahead and get their lace sewn down first and make sure I get all the correct sizes. Alright, so we are all finished with that, and then this is how it looks. So we just got all the needles threaded nice and long, because I only have 5 needles, so I should be able to get like 2 2 legs sewn down with each 3. On my day off, I was kind of like chilling in the house. Don't tell my iPad is dead. Oh, I'm about to say, bitch. Okay, so yeah, I was like kind of chilling in the house, trying to get my Notion app together. So this is, let me show you. This is what we came up with so far. Hold on, let me get this glare out of the screen. Alright, so this is what we came up with so far. It's kind of cute, you know. And it has like my little music playlist, a quote for the day, a picture of myself, of course. And then it has like my content calendar, my business content calendar, everything that I have to post for the week, need to edit for the week or whatever. And then it has like my self-care things that I need to do. Yesterday I went to Hot Pot and I worked out by myself, so check that off the list. And yeah, I still haven't really added everything on here, but this is what I got so far on my little dashboard page that I created. And then let's see, over here, you know, they have all like the other tabs that I created. I have like a, let me show you my reading list. Where's my reading list? On my reading list. And then I just have like all the books that I have read, currently reading, or completed. And this isn't all, but I'm still like adding more books or whatever. And you just click on it. And then, you know, you add all the information. And then also, so where I take my notes after each book, I added the Good Notes link. So literally all you have to do is click on it. Okay, click on it. Click on it, bitch. Okay, this one isn't working. So let's go to another one. Let's see. Okay, so yesterday they were working. I don't know why it's not working today, but usually when you just click on the link, it'll take you, open link. Okay. And it's going to take you to the notes where I take my notes at for that book. So, you know, my notes and stuff that I take for all my books that I read, I keep them all in my little reading book, in my reading journal or whatever. So yeah, this is that. So I connected this to my Notion app or whatever. So I'm trying to like connect all my journals to my Notion app because I don't want to have like all kind of like planners in different places. So I feel like if I connect them all, then it'll make more sense. So the girlies, if you are a Notion girly, first of all, I need some help. Second of all, yeah, if you're a Notion girly, I need some help. Second of all, yeah, because the girls literally have like their whole lives, and it's like I can't even explain it, but it's like a whole database, and they're literally databases, but I don't know how to create all the different databases, so I need somebody to help me with these fucking databases on Notion. But so far, it's coming along or whatever. So let's see what all we gotta do today. Check my planner for today. Alright, woke up, got the tea, got the sweet. Now we need to sew the caps on the legs. Let me check the sizes. Alrighty, so both are 23 inches. So we are just going to go ahead and get started. This is 24. Oh my god. So here's my 23-inch hair that we are going to be using. And I have about, let's see, how many closures do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we have 10 closures that we need to get sewn down. Then I also need to style that wig. I'm probably going to style that wig at home because she is picking that up from my house anyway. So I'm going to style that at home. And then, alright, we're good, cool. Alright, y'all. So honestly, this process is like pretty boring. So I'm going to talk to y'all in a second. But I'm going to show y'all when I'm finished. What we got going on. So now we have the cap on the head, on the 23-inch head. This is how it looks. or whatever. So now we're gonna take the lace, and you need 4 T-pins. So these are the pins that we're gonna be using. You need 4 of them. So you're gonna take the lace, and you're gonna place it, I'm trying to get it so y'all can see, but hold on. So now we are going to take the lace, and you're gonna place it right in the middle. And make sure it's right in the middle on both sides. Line everything up. And you're going to place these 2 little tabs right above this black band right here. Once you place it there, you're going to pin it down. You're going to come to the other side. Make sure this is right above it, but not too far above it. And you're just going to pin that side down also. Right, everything is straight across. Then you're going to come to the back. And you're going to take these 2 bottom pieces, and you're going to pull it back. Making sure that everything is flat on the sides. And you're going to take that pin and pin it down right on that corner. Then you're going to come over to the other side. And this should be very simple. Let's pull it right down. Pull it down, but still make sure that both sides are laying down flat on the side and the back. So make sure everything's laying down flat. And once you make sure it's flat, then you go to that corner and you pin it down also. Alright, so as you can see, there's a little gap right here. But the sides are nice and flat. This side is nice and flat. This side is nice and flat, but you can see there's a little gap in the back. So we're just going to straighten that out. And how you straighten that out is you just take the pins out and just replace them. And make sure you're pulling everything so that everything is fitting nice and tight and flat. So lay that. And it's already flat, but I'm just going to take this one out and replace it also, so that everything's nice and even. Alright, so now you can pull it up. And you can clip all of this out the way, you can braid it out the way, but now that everything is nice and flat, we're going to go ahead and sew her down. So we got one of our needles, and one thing that I do on all my wigs, like I tell all my girls when I do my classes, I never start at the edge. I always start a little, like I'll start in the middle of this thick black strap right here, but I never start at the edge. Because why, you may ask? When you do the install, you don't want this extra piece of thread like showing in their face. However, you can cut this off, but even that tiny little piece, when you do cut it off, it still like shows. So to avoid that, you'll just start it a little further back so that this isn't right here, it's back here, if that makes sense. But we're gonna go ahead and cut this little extra tail off anyway. And you're not going to stick it all the way through the elastic band. You're just going to stick it through the mesh and through the lace. And you're going to pull it. And I also always start, I sew underhanded so that the knot is on the bottom and not the top. So the knot lays like right up under here. Alright, so now that we have it in the middle, then we're going to work our way to the front and then go around. So now we're just going to sew this down. I'm going to come all the way to the edge of the cap. And then once you get to the edge, now you can come back around. I like to do a double stitch on the edge just to make sure everything is nice and secure. Then you can start moving backwards again. I always do my stitches very close together. You don't have to do them too close, but you definitely don't want them too far apart so that your lace or your front or your closure doesn't have like gaps in between them. Because I've seen some wig makers who literally would do their spaces like an inch apart, and it's like your wigs aren't gonna last like that. Like, it'll give you the look for what you're going for the moment, but they're not gonna last. But with this, they will definitely last you, and it's still very easy to take them on and off when you're ready to replace the lace, because everything is very like uniform, everything is in a straight line. My thread isn't all over the place, so it's not hard to cut when it's time to replace the lace. It's very simple. It takes like 10 minutes. Alright, so if you can see like how close we are doing our stitches together, I'm gonna try to zoom in so you can see how close everything is, nice and close, nice and neat. Alright, y'all, so now we are finishing it up, and like we did on the other side, we're going to do on this side as well. So we're not going to finish it at the edge, we're gonna go to the edge and then bring it back. So you're gonna come to the edge. Alright, now that we brought her back, we're gonna go ahead and knot her up and sew, not sew, but draw the lines on the cap. Alright, so let me find my marker. Do I have a marker in here? Let me see. Perfect. And this wig is a bob, so we're only going to be using 2 bundles and probably not even the full 2 bundles, so we can do these a little further apart because we don't want a thick bob, you know? So and our bundles are already pretty thick, so you really don't need all that hair. And probably put one right here. Alright, so this is our bob layout. Not too close together, you know, you don't want a thick bob. And then I'm just going to take the pins out, and on the inside where I'm going to cut this part off, I'm going to write the customer's name and her wig size. So we're going to write Daniqua 23 inch. This way I can remember and I don't get this mixed up as I am sewing all the other caps on. So this part is going to get cut off anyway, so this is how we're going to remember our customer's order. And we are finished with the first one. We got our 5x5 HD 12-inch closer sewn on here, and this customer is getting a bob. All right, so next up is our 18-inch deep wave, and this is actually a 13x6 frontal that my vendor sent out. Super cute, nice and bold. Yeah. It's a 13x6 deep wave frontal with HD lace. Just look how it blends into the skin. Like, oh my god. Period. All right, so she got a 23-inch also, so we're gonna go ahead and sew her down. The same cap. All right, so at this point, girl, if you want a class, book with me online. The link is in the comments. You can book an online class, or you can book a one-on-one in person. The online classes are pre-recorded, and they do also come with the ebook as well, and a weight client intake planner. So all of those come if you take the online course. It is a pre-recorded course, and I literally go over everything on how to make a frontal and closer wig on the sewing machine. And yeah, so if you have any questions about that, definitely let me know. So right now we're just getting all the lace sewn down on the caps or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna come back to y'all whenever we're all finished with this process. Alright, y'all, so we didn't get all 10 down, but we got 4 done so far. We got 2 frontals, and then a deep wave frontal and a closure. So this is all we got done for today. We're gonna come back tomorrow because I'm actually going to go ahead and style the wig that I have for my customer or whatever, or I only start that because I have to customize her and then style her, and she's getting some braids, so I'm gonna probably customize her because let me see if she has a colored wig or if this wig is black, because I might have to bleach the knots on it. I haven't even checked the color, honestly. Okay, so yeah, this is a black wig, so I'm gonna have to bleach the knots and then pluck her. So I'm about to take her home, and then I'm gonna wash the other client's wig at home, and then we're gonna bring them back tomorrow and style them here and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, y'all, so I will probably see y'all when I get home. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna cook my boo for dinner. He gets off at 7. It's 4 o'clock, so I'm trying to cook something quick. So let me ask my friends. But I need y'all help. So drop in the comments below what's something, because he gets off at 7 and I get off at like whenever. So I need like some quick meals to go home and cook or whatever. So please drop some like quick meals down in the comments. He doesn't eat pork, so yeah, we need like some quick meal ideas. All right, so y'all help me, because my friends, they in here talking about all kind of other stuff and I need help. All right, so yeah, drop me some quick meals down below, and I might take y'all to the grocery store with me once I find out what we cooking or whatever. I don't know yet, but I'll see y'all later. All right, y'all, so I'm home and I was looking at YouTube tutorials. Oh shit, my camera about to go dead, so let me hurry up and do this. But I was looking at my Instacart order. Hey, Louie, back up. Hello. Thank you.
Okay, we'll wait.
Thank you. You too. Yeah, because I'm about to cook for my man, period. Let me show y'all what we got. Hold on. My brother just went to the store for me to get some red potatoes. We got some salmon, some green beans, because we don't do the canned green beans over here, Bookie. and some yellow rice. So I'm about to make some salmon, yellow rice, green beans, and some mashed potatoes from scratch. Yeah, period. Something real quick and easy or whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, let me show y'all before my camera dies. So I was looking at YouTube tutorials on how to make like Notion like tutorials or whatever, or like just tutorials on how to like make Notion pages. So I ran across this one girl. Let me see if I can find her YouTube. It's on my iPad, I believe. Hold on. Because she actually has, boom. So let me show y'all her. So I ran across this girl right here, and she's actually doing a tutorial, and then in the description she has like a download template. So I downloaded the template, y'all, and I'm gonna have to do some editing because clearly she's a student and I kind of need mine for business. However, it already has like the layouts and everything. So let me just go back to the home page. All right, so this is the home page, and this is how her home page looks. Oh my god, let me charge my camera. Let me get my charger real quick. Hold on. Oh, I just had the charger. Wait. All right, so yes, like I was saying, she is a student, so I'm gonna have to switch up the templates a little, but for the most part she already has like everything set up. So I would just have to go in and like change like minor details hopefully, but then I'm gonna have to add things for like my tracking, inventory, and stuff like that too. So let's see, we're just gonna go through it. So here's the home template, and then we have like a school template. If you are a student, this would be very helpful. Like I said, I'm not a student, but I can also use this for like my classes that I'm teaching. So that'll definitely work. I can put like all my links and everything, and like my class outline and just everything I need to get my class together. So I can use that for the school template. And then let's see what other template she has. It's a self template, and it's just like a personal ooh, big. So she got everything in here. So she got journal, kitchen, finances, library. Let's see how the journal looks. Okay, so this is how the journal looks. Oh, it has like entry dates. Y'all, this is super fucking cute. Like, so literally, because I have like 20 digital planners, so now like I can literally have all my planners together in one. I absolutely fucking love this. Like, technology just gets better and better. So okay, this is the journal entry section, and then let's look at the kitchen. All right, so this is like this little shopping list. Oh my god, this is so fucking cute. So she already has everything on here, so you can just literally check off the things as you go. What the fuck? This is so freaking cute. This is so cute. All right, so if you are a Notion girly, please check this out. So let's see the other templates. The self template and the studio template. So this is, I guess, for the content creators or whatever. This is like how she tracks all of like her editing and posting and making videos. Like, so like this, like the edit current clips, rename, set up recipe page. So basically like a to-do list, check off list, a content planner, and then like a tracking where you can track everything and the links to everything, so you can, it's easily to send to like different companies. If you're making like content videos for different companies, they sometimes ask for like your link and your ad code, so you can add everything right here. So whenever it's time to send it to them, everything will be in one place. Y'all, idea dumps down at the bottom, because hell yeah, longs versus shorts, bitch. She's like a fucking lifesaver for this shit. So like I said, I just have to go in. I'm gonna probably go in on, and I don't even know, oh, so class 1. So this is like the different classes, and I guess you can like duplicate them for different classes. So this is like your different classes that you take or whatever, your due dates and everything. And then we have a view of the deadline, so any deadlines that you have. And I can use this for my business also. So instead of like quizzes and courses, I can just do like my wig deadlines for customers, because I do give them a 15 to 20 day processing time. So I need to add like, you know, that stuff on there. So I'm going to try to either duplicate one of these templates and make it for my business, or just switch around, because I feel like I could use the school template for my courses also. So we're going to find a way to somehow get one more tab added on here for my business. And yeah, this is fucking perfect, girl. I love you for this. So I'm gonna just go in and like change up all the pictures and everything, kind of edit it to my liking, and I will show y'all everything when I'm finished.